Live from Hazard, Kentucky, this is Jammin John's Wrestling News. Here's your news for Friday, October 5th, 2018. WWE UK Champion and NXT Superstar Pete Dunne has reportedly suffered an undisclosed injury and will be missing weekend tour dates in Canada. Here is a statement issued by the Destiny Wrestling promotion on Facebook. Update: due to a recent injury, Pete Dunne will not be able to make it to this weekend's tour in Canada. We apologize to everyone for any inconvenience, but the show must go on, and we are happy to announce that UK stars Tyler Bate and Trent Seven will be coming to represent British Strong Style. Also, Pete Dunne's October 7th replacement will be former NXT, New Japan, Impact, and Lucha Underground star Low-Ki, taking on Josh Alexander. So fasten your seatbelts as we promise a kick-butt show. Gotta keep it PG here. Want to send good vibes and well wishes out to Pete Dunne. Such a horrible thing to hear about. Pete Dunne is one of the most talented wrestlers in professional wrestling today. I really hope that he gets better soon so I can see him back in the ring. PWInsider.com is reporting that WWE is looking into the idea of changing the WWE Network infrastructure with a possible tiered pricing plan similar to the streaming services like Hulu. The WWE has been considering this concept for a few years now. Here is what WWE proposed to fans in a survey from 2016. Plan 1. Free, featuring 5 hours of archive material, 5-minute video clips, and a 24/7 live stream that would feature WWE content without pay-per-views, NXT, and the Cruiserweight Classic. The idea would be that this would be a free service featuring commercials that would be available to watch on all devices. Think Hulu's free content without a subscription. Plan 2. Price $4.99 a month, would feature the WWE Network as it currently exists, with the exception of NXT and its takeover specials, would feature limited commercials and access to only the Big Four WWE pay-per-view events. The tier would also feature a VOD proponent that would add all new WWE live events, assuming this would mean Raw, SmackDown, etc., 30 days after they air. This content would only be available for those watching via phones and tablets. Plan 3, priced at the still current WWE Network price of $9.99, would offer the WWE Network as it currently exists, except WWE NXT would air live every week, similar to how Raw and SmackDown currently air. This would also have limited commercials. And Plan 4, priced at $14.99, this version would feature a commercial-free version of the WWE Network with all the current bells and whistles, a live version of NXT, a weekly Cruiserweight Classic series, and access to independent wrestling content such as TNA and Ring of Honor, plus additional fan perks, including early ticket ordering access, the right to vote in who should be in the WWE Hall of Fame, offline content download, small group online chats, exclusive second screen content, and invites to exclusive in-person VIP meetups. With WWE's television deals locked down on the USA Network and Fox, it seems more likely now that WWE will make changes to the network. StreamingObserver.com recently noted that the WWE Network has 6 times the content than it did in 2014, at around 10,000 hours currently. This could also be a factor in WWE changing network pricing plans. Twitter account at WrestleVotes noted the following about a rumored match for Survivor Series. WrestleVotes tweeted, hearing that Survivor Series won't be focused too much, if at all, on Raw vs. SmackDown this year. Good chance that a Team Corbin vs. Team Angle matchup for Raw control. As previously noted, Kurt Angle has reportedly began training to do more matches in WWE. Goldberg recently did an interview with TVInsider.com and commented on possibly doing another match if his son wanted to see him wrestle again. Goldberg said, "Has the itch been scratched for my son, as he is sitting next to me and I'm taking him to school? I can tell you probably he would love for me to do it again. There is a lot of people he needs to say hello to that he got to be good friends with. I'm sure he misses them. But did that fill the void? I think it did." Goldberg continued on by saying, "A lot of things go into it. A lot of things are molding my answer. All things considered for the storyline and the timing, I think it went the right way to do it. I think he is satisfied as I'm helping coach his football team this afternoon." Goldberg continued on by saying, "There are other things going on in a 12-year-old's life." Right now, Daddy is doing NCIS Los Angeles, the Goldbergs, Knife or Death. There are so many other things. Dave Meltzer of 4FWOnline.com is reporting that due to the extra revenue that WWE is making, the company is looking at expanding talent and the NXT side. This proposed expansion includes international performance centers and international territories. With additional talent expected to be signed, people within WWE are also reportedly pushing for the weekly NXT TV shows to be 2 hours and the takeover events to have additional time. There is a rumor going around from an unreliable source that The Rock was offered $20 million by Saudi Arabia officials to compete in the country as WWE Universal Champion. There is nothing to this rumor, and something like this happening with The Rock's hectic schedule would be highly unlikely. So, not true if you've heard that. Fake news. Don't know why somebody would want to just make this up just to get a kick out of it. Speaking of The Rock, though, Dave Meltzer of 4FWOnline.com has confirmed reports that WWE is attempting to have him appear on SmackDown 1000. There was previous speculation that The Rock would be involved in the Rusev storyline, but that doesn't appear to be the creative direction. WWE's Charlie Caruso wrote the following on Instagram: Charlie Arnold, ESPN. What? Been waiting my whole life to say those 4 letters, so yep, here I am, officially an ESPN